Hey, let's talk about getting bigger things that you want out of life. If you've been watching this channel, maybe you've seen the interview that I published yesterday with Seth, when was it? 2 days ago. The interview 2 days ago with Seth Godin. I've been asked by a bunch of people who follow this, how do you get that interview? What did you do? It's actually really simple. I emailed him on Tuesday and I had the interview on Wednesday. Crazy, right? My wife took the Alt MBA, his new educational class that he offers. My wife loved it. We have a video about me interviewing her about what the program was like. A bunch of people have viewed that. And I name dropped that. But the one thing that caught his attention, because he even referenced it in his email back to me, was the fact that I worked on a project he cared a lot about. But here's the thing about the project. That project was from 2011. This was a nice accomplishment to get the Seth Godin interview, and it is the result of leveraging a lot of little things over the course of my life. The project that I was working on in 2011 was the result of leverage of other things that I've been working on year after year after year. You see an accomplishment like this, but there's so much that happened to get to that point. I don't want to mention that to then dissuade you from trying to accomplish big things. I don't want you to look at this and be like, okay, if I need to get an interview with Seth Godin, it's going to take me like 7 years. That's not really true at all. But it does point to the fact that if you want some big things, you need to leverage a lot of smaller things. Get an interview, and then you try to get bigger interviews by leveraging that smaller interview. It's this constant trying to like mention a project and then hoping for something a little better, hoping for something a little better. I don't think a lot of people work enough like that in that framework. It's a lot like practice, right? When you want to go swim or race or get better at basketball, you don't try to just become as good as Michael Jordan. You don't try to become the next Michael Phelps. You get in the pool and you swim terribly and you give yourself like, oh, how long did it take me to run that lap? Okay, hopefully the next lap I run tomorrow is going to be better than that. That's what I try to do in a lot of these projects, right? I've interviewed people that weren't Seth Godin, hopefully to then mention, hey, Seth, I've interviewed this person. And likewise, now I'm trying to get other interviews by mentioning like, hey, I just did a really neat little interview thing here with Seth Godin. Would you like to do an interview with me? If you want to then get those big projects, start with the smaller things that you can do today, that you can do this week, and level up a little bit, level up a little bit, level up a little bit. It's how we practice. But I don't think a lot of us do that in our professional careers. We don't work like that in our projects. We just think about going from here to here and not here to here to here to here to here. What's up? All right, I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow.